And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to the Texas Motor Speedway for round number 6 of the 2014 NASCAR Nationwide Series season. As we go live here from the Texas Motor Speedway, getting ready for the 34-lap race for today's O'Reilly Auto Parts 300. This race was supposed to be run under the nighttime, but due to rain, this race has been moved to today. So it's now going to be a daytime race that could really affect these drivers' handling of the cars because they had their cars set up for the nighttime, but now they have a whole new agenda because they got to be racing under the daytime, which was not really according to plan. The 22 and the 77 two Cup guys starting on the front row: Brad Keselowski in the Discount Tire Ford and Denny Hamlin in the Toyota Camry. They making up the front row, neither driver running full time. Row 2, the highest nationwide regular, Ryan Reed, a rookie, currently right now, I believe, 8th in points. He will roll off 3rd. Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch completes the top 5. Brendan Gaughan is starting 6th. So we have some big news from the Joe Gibbs Racing camp as the number 20 car that has been driven by Drew Herring. They have announced that Herring will not be in the car next week or in the next nationwide race. I'm not quite sure where the next race is. I believe it's Darlington, but I'm not 100% sure. So they have no idea who would be in the car next week. Herring is not released from his contract, though. He will be in the car for a couple more races, but he was only scheduled to run the first 6 races of the season. So that is the only big news, only big thing going on this week. Herring will start 8th, alongside this the 2 of Brian Scott, who will be starting 7th. Running out the top 10 is Sam Horns Jr. and your points leader, Chris Buescher. It is Ty Dillon and Justin Allgaier, Elliott Sadler and Trevor Bayne, Regan Smith and Jason White. Great qualifying effort for Jason White. Kyle Larson, Reed Sorensen, Dakota Armstrong, and James Buescher. Brad Sweet making his first start of the season in the 5 car. Mike Bliss, Mike Lynette, Ryan Sieg, Jeremy Clements, Landon Castle, Johanna Long. I'll be running about 12 races in the 79 Ford for Go Green Racing. Joe Nemechek, Hockenbrock, Mike Wallace, Jamie Dick, David Starr, Joey Gase, Brian Silas, Tanner Berryhill, Kevin LePage, Dixon Stacy, Mike Harmon, Tony Raines, and TJ Bell. Only 40 cars entered this weekend's race, so that means only 40 guys will be racing this weekend. Chris Buescher has a 7-point lead on Elliott Sadler after California. He had a week break as the Cup and Trucks were racing at Martinsville. James Buescher in the 99 is 3rd in points. Kyle Larson is 4th, but he is not running the full season. Regan Smith is 5th. Brian Scott, Drew Herring, Justin Allgaier, Brendan Gaughan, and Kyle Busch. Ryan Reed is 11th, but of all the guys who's not running full time, he's actually 7th or 8th in points, not including the guys not running full time. That is all for the pre-race news. The O'Reilly Auto Parts 300 live from Texas Motor Speedway. About to go green, but first let's send it down Chuck side so we can get the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the field will fire up their engines, we will take you to the green flag in just a moment, so stay tuned. Your Rookie of the Year points leader is your points leader in the real standings. Chris Buescher's 7-point lead after California. He's been the points leader pretty much since Phoenix, on the 11 of Elliott Sadler, who won at Bristol. Ty Dillon won his first career race a couple of weeks ago at California, trying to go for 2 in a row this weekend at Texas. Mile and a half track to be in the favor of Ty Dillon, but the nationwide regulars has to get around Cup guys, as 4 Cup guys are starting inside the top 5: Keselowski, Hamlin, Dillon, and Busch. It's been a kind of a slow start of the season for the 22 team, but they're starting on the pole for today for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300, and we were underway from Texas. 77 and the 16 did not get a good jump, as that's going to allow the 22 to drive off in the turn 1 with a pretty good lead on 2nd place. Austin Dillon, Ryan Reed battling for 3rd place. Kyle Busch right on the back bumper. Haven't really seen that much speed out of the 16 car this year, really. And here comes Busch to the inside with Brian Scott, Sam Hornish. And we will, looks like, be able to go a lap under the green flag by Hamlin as caught Keselowski. And now Denny Hamlin looks to the inside. Keselowski goes up the track. Austin Dillon trying to close in on him, and Kyle Busch is in the wall. 54 smacked the wall of turn 2. That slows down to everybody on the outside lane, including Ryan Reed and your points leader Chris Buescher, as he's in the middle of a 3-wide situation. Sweet moving up, and there's Michael Annett making the second start for Tommy Baldwin Racing in his number 8 nationwide program. Running very well though inside the top 15. Battle for the lead, Austin Dillon, and we've got Hornish in the wall. We got trouble in the back, I believe. Yes, we do. Got cars spinning around. This is the 44, Chad Hockenbrock. Nobody hits the 44, but there's 16 of Ryan Reed wrecking. 39 of Ron Sieg might have been the one who got into the 16 of Reed. Luckily though for Hockenbrock, nobody did hit the 44, which is a good thing, because usually this season we've seen someone spin out and they always get clobbered by somebody. But fortunately for the 44, nobody hit him. But unfortunately for the 44, he lost a lot of spots. And there's what happened. Ryan Reed bounced off the wall into Ryan Sieg. And there's Hockenbrock, just wrong place at the wrong time. So Sieg rear ends the inside wall. I don't believe Ryan Reed made any contact. Actually, well, he does have some right side damage from when he hit the wall off turn 2, but nothing too severe. But none of the 3 drivers that should take him out of the race. So since that was a simple thing, we're just going to go straight back to live action. We saw guys though giving each other a lot of room, which is what you got to do at Texas. High speed is going off in the turn 1. Got to be careful, and it's early in the race too. The 2 Dillon brothers are 1 and 2, Austin Dillon and Ty Dillon. They are now followed by Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and Brian Scott. Regan Smith, Sam Hornish, Brad Sweet, Michael Annett, and Dakota Armstrong. Kyle Larson, James Buescher, Elliott Sadler, Drew Herring, and Jeremy Clements up in the top 15. Followed by Trevor Bayne, Justin Allgaier, Kyle Busch, Brendan Gaughan, and Chris Buescher. Mike Bliss, Nemechek, White, Gase, Castle, Stacy, Barry Hill, Sorensen, Starr, and Jamie Dick. Silas, Harmon, Wallace, Rains, Long, Page, Bale, Sieg, Hockenbrock, and Ryan Reed to start a 3rd, will now restart in 40th. Austin Dillon, the reigning series champion, drove that exact number 3 car with Bass Pro Shops, a different paint scheme. Actually, Bass Pro sponsored him in just about 5 races in his 2 years in the Nationwide Series. And he's going to lead us back down to the green flag, and we're back on the way from Texas. Now Brad Keselowski goes to the inside of Denny Hamlin for 3rd. Looks like Hamlin's not really up to speed on the restarts. Now Brian Scott looks to the inside of Hamlin. Here comes Armstrong in the 43. He had such a great run last week at 2 weeks ago at California. Won the pole, led half the race. Back up front though. Now Keselowski's on the inside of Ty Dillon. Austin trying to pull away, but Keselowski's moving on the inside. Regan Smith in the 7. Sponsor Speedco, sponsoring him for the last couple of races. This is the final race, and at least for a while, Speedco will sponsor the number 7. And now Ty Dillon trying to make it 3 wide on the 22 and the 33. Here comes Ty Dillon on the inside, trying to get the lead away. Keselowski in the middle, Austin Dillon up top. Now Dillon, and he got to make sure he don't hit the wall off turn 2, and he does not. Now Armstrong moves up into 4th place. Hornish up to 3rd. Scott now moves by Dillon and Smith for 5th. Now look at Trevor Bayne on the inside. Drew Herring in the middle. Let's go back. Ron Reed has picked up some more spots as Keselowski on the inside. But look at Armstrong. Dakota Armstrong, rookie. All on the back bumper, really showing what he has. Showing all of his talent he has. Showing how he proves to be in this series, racing with these kind of guys. Even maybe in the Cup Series. And old Hornish almost got into Ty Dillon. We got 3 RCR cars all up here. Other RCR teammate Brendan Guy not pretty much in the back. Now Trevor Bayne, he'll move to the inside of Austin Dillon. Armstrong trying to pull away as Bayne makes it 3 wide. Right now running in last is Tony Raines, is Brian Salas, Mike Harmon, TJ Bell, Kevin LePage, Johanna Long, Ryan Sieg, Huckenbrock. Ron Reed has moved up 8 spots up to 32nd since the restart. Joey Gase 31st, David Starr 30th. Mike Wallace running 29th. Jason White, who started up inside the top 16 in 16th place, is falling back to 27th or 28th. Cannon Berry Hills 27th. Jamie Dick 26th. Dexter Stacey is running 25th. Reed Sorensen making his 3rd start in the number 9 Black & Decker Ford. He is running 24th. Landon Castle, Mike Bliss, and Joe Nemechek are the guys outside the top 20. Elliott Sadler, 2nd in points, is running up down in 20th place. With 3rd in points, James Busser 19th, Kyle Larson 18th. Clements, Kyle Busch, and Denny Hamlin's dropped back to 16th. Armstrong's now been passed by so many guys. It's now Allgaier, Ty Dillon, now Brian Scott, your Daytona winner. Ryan Scott won Daytona. Ty Dillon, California. Justin Allgaier, he won at Phoenix. Got Brad Sweet in the 5. Sam Hornish in the 12. So many guys up here trying to get this win. Smith will go to the inside trying to get the lead. 3 wide. Here comes Hornish with the power on the inside. Bayne looks in the middle. Goes on the inside of Ty Dillon, who almost gets in the wall. Armstrong trying to make his getting the spots that he lost. Couple of laps to go behind Brad Sweet, making a very impressive debut in the 2014 season. Kyle Larson right now running in 15th. Mike Lynette 14th. Danny Hamlin, Drew Herring, and Brendan Gunn outside the top 10. As Brian Scott has gotten the lead, trying to pull a little gap on 2nd place. Now Brad Sweet. Armstrong looks at the inside. Keselowski on the inside of Regan Smith. Hornish comes close to making contact. We are now already past the halfway point in this race. Ryan Scott, 6th in points, looking for a 2nd win of his career, 2nd win of the 2014 season. Dakota Armstrong now moves back up into 2nd place. Brad Sweet just back to 3rd, now almost 4th. That's Bayne on the inside, trying to get around the 5 with Ty Dillon on his back bumper. Here's Austin Dillon. There's Brendan Gunn in 62. He's the other RCR car who we have really yet to see up front. And 22 with Keselowski. Great save as he almost got turned off, or almost spun off turn 2. Just now got in the 31 low to the inside. It will come off turn 4. We got 15 laps remaining as Brian Scott's your leader. Armstrong is the 2nd. Ty Dillon 3rd. Bayne and Brad Sweet. Where's Chris Buescher, Elliott Sadler, James Buescher running? But James Buescher's 15th. Chris Buescher's 16th. Elliott Sadler 18th. Ryan Reed's up now to 26. Regan Smith's back here now in 12th place. Ty Dillon on the back bumper, now at the 43 of Armstrong. Trevor Bayne, Brad Sweet battles for the 4th spot. Yeah, RCR cars first, third. Then we got Austin Dillon and Brendan Gaughan, who's like 10th and 12th. Ty Dillon on the inside of Armstrong, and he will take second spot away. Trevor Bayne in the 6th moves on the inside of him for 3rd place. So Armstrong, can he close the door on the 5? He does, but Allgaier's on the inside. And he has a huge one off turn 2. Which will carry him down the front back stretch with a lot of steam, and he's going to pass the 43 entering turn 3. Three-car breakaway. Ty Dillon, Trevor Bayne on the back bumper of Brian Scott. Scott will be running some races for RCR in the Cup Series this year. Now Bayne on the back bumper, Ty Dillon. Trevor Bayne, 2 career wins coming at Texas in 2011, Iowa in 2013. And when he got that big Daytona 500 in 2011, Bayne running hard on the inside lane, trying to get the lead away from Ty Dillon. Allgaier 4th now, trying to close the gap on the top 3. And it's costing outs. Caution is not out, but Mike Wallace is running in last place. I believe he must have got turned. And we're going to go back and see. He's been in pit road. Looks like he might be down a cylinder. 15 to Mike Wallace. Now Allgaier has caught. So has Brad Sweet. Has caught the top 3. Hornets running 6. Keselowski 7th. Austin Dillon, Drew Herring, and Brendan Gaughan. Smith, Armstrong, James Busser, Annette, and Larson. Chris Busser running 18th. This Kyle Busch. We have not seen that much speed out of the 54 Kyle Busch so far this season. He's ran very well in the starts, but we just have not seen a regular Kyle Busch. And Allgaier clue. Mike Wallace is going to hold up our leaders. He's going to hold up Hornish and Scott. And this is where trouble can occur. Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski on the outside. Still hold up. Hornish is not even trying to pass the 15. He's just letting the 15 to Mike Wallace hold him up. Now he's trying to look to the inside. Gets the 15 loose. Now he looks like he might hold up the 20 and the 7. A win going away from the 12 of Sam Hornish and the 2 of Brian Scott, who's had one of the best cars today. It is Justin Allgaier, Ty Dillon, Brad Sweet, Trevor Bayne, and Brad Keselowski. Austin Dillon, Sam Hornish, Brian Scott, Brendan Gaughan, and Dakota Armstrong. That is now your top 10. That lap Wallace went down. That was his 3rd lap. Brad Sweet in a position to maybe pick up his first career win in just his first start. Ty Dillon trying to go back-to-back wins in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Allgaier in the 31 trying to get his 2nd win of the season. Trevor Bayne in the 6 trying to get his 1st win of the season. And Keselowski wants to become the first Cup guy to get the win. Trying to become the first Cup guy to get a win. The Cup guys in this 2014 season. It's been all Nationwide regulars or drivers. He's not really running for the Cup Championship or Nationwide Championship that has won a race. Look at this top 3. They're all close together. The fastest guy right now is the 6 of Trevor Bayne. That's because he is not in this pack for the lead. That's Allgaier on the inside trying to get the lead away. 4 to go. Now we got the 52 of Brian Silas. Who will he hold up? In favor for the 31, the 3, and the 5. It looks like it's going to be the 31 and the 5 getting by. And the 6. Ty Dillon, the loser, on this lap car, Brian Silas. And look at Trevor Bayne. In fact, Trevor Bayne's first career win came at this track in the fall of 2011. Now, finding himself trying to get his third win a couple of years later. Now we got another guy, the 47 TJ Bell. We got a lot of lap traffic ahead. And there goes Sweet. Brad Sweet in the inside wall. Ty Dillon goes with him. We're going to come up the track. Trouble for two of our leaders, but who's going to win it back to the line as we got more crashes? Trevor Bayne gets to that line and will pick up possibly his third career win in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Allgaier second place, Keselowski third, but oh, there's Michael Annett, and they're still wrecking Mike Wallace. There's Ryan Sieg. These guys got to make sure they do not wreck each other. They are now being picked up by the pace car. They are pretty much safe and sound now. Joe Nemechek involved. There's Landon Castle, Dexter Stacy, Tanner Berryhill. There's the three of Ty Dillon. Wow. Heartbreaking for the 5 of Brad Sweet. And he has already took his car to the garage. Ooh, a little bit too far. Coming off turn 2. Sweet goes a little bit too high in turn 1 and 2. Bounces off the wall. This Ty Dillon. So those two cars just come together. Sweet takes a hard impact on the driver's side in the inside wall. Ty Dillon goes with him. Keselowski's trying to go by the slower car. He gets by. Austin Dillon gets by. Horner, Scott. This is a car that Sweet's able to drive away, I believe. But Ty Dillon's going to get hit by who? Oh, Sadler comes close, but it's Michael Annett. And the 8. Hamlin gets by, but who runs into the 8 and the 3? Clement's able to get by. There's Nemechek. Oh, the 8 goes upside down. There's Michael Wallace. There's Annett tumbling down the track. There's a 15 of Wallace. And look at his 15 gets turned. He went underneath the 8, and there's Landon Castle gets involved, and these guys are running outside the top 25. Reed looks like Ryan Reed goes by, but Ryan Sieg not so lucky as he gets clipped by the 15 of Mike Wallace. Stacy Berryhill. And there's Hockenbrock. He's able to, looks like, get by. Or does he make contact? No, looks like he's able to get by, but all started with the 5 of Brad Sweet and the 3 of Ty Dillon, but there's Chris Buescher. He's like 18th. And this race is complete. Trevor Bayne has picked up the win. Sorry about that. A lot of people keep wanting to try to interrupt me, but okay, let's take a look at the results. Trevor Bayne, Justin Allgaier, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Sam Hornish, Brian Scott, Dakota Armstrong, Brendan Gaughan, Drew Herring, and Kyle Busch completes the top 10. Elliott Sadler, James Buescher, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Regan Smith, Jeremy Clements, Mike Bliss, Chris Buescher. We could have a new points leader after this race. Reed Sorensen and Ryan Reed, Hockenbrock, Jamie Dick, Jason White, Joey Gase, David Starr, Johanna Long, Kevin LePage, Tony Raines, Mike Harmon, and TJ Bell. Silas, one lap down, but Stacy, Sweet, Berryhill, Castle, Ty Dillon, Annett, Nemechek, Sieg, Wallace. The guy's not going to be able to continue the final laps, and therefore they'll be getting a DNF for this race. Like I said, sometime in the race, I believe the pre-race, I believe Darlington is the next race on the schedule for the NASCAR Nationwide Series. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to look at the schedule, but until then, we'll see you next time. Tomorrow, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series will hit the track for their 7th race of the season. Until then, we'll see you next time, and here comes the celebration screen, the Fast Enough Ford of Trevor Bayne.